Today's Chiefs Report is presented by Roan. I continue to rock the summer polos, and you should too. Go to roan.com/chatsports and use code chatsports to get 20% off at checkout. It's RHONE.com/chatsports, code chatsports. My name's Harrison Graham, and on today's Chiefs Report, Chiefs free agent targets after missing out on DeAndre Hopkins. I broke this down at home yesterday here on the channel. He, of course, landed with the Tennessee Titans on a 2-year, $26 million deal. Quick reaction. I don't think the Chiefs are going to do multi-year. I don't think they're going to give him that much money. So it's a bummer. I thought he'd want to go chase a championship, but it just goes to show that money's going to win out just about every time. So can't really blame anybody, but it is what it is. I certainly would have liked to have Hopkins in Kansas City, but to quote Saquon Barkley, it is what it is. What is your one-word reaction to Hopkins signing with the Tennessee Titans? Are you shocked, surprised, upset, whatever? Don't care. Let me know. One-word reaction to DeAndre Hopkins signing with the Titans. All right, let's take a look at some free agent targets that I think could make some sense. How about Julio Jones? Look, I said this in our mailbag on the second half of yesterday's video of, look, if it's not DeAndre Hopkins, should you go get another receiver that's available? I mean, Julio's the big name, right? But what is the production? The last 4 years, last 3 in particular, he started to fall off. The last 2 last 3, he's had major injury problems. He just isn't what he was, and he's sneakily 34 now. Like, Julio's not getting any younger at this point. He kind of showed he could be a red zone target for Tampa last season for Tom Brady. Maybe he's got some of that in him, and when you do look at the Chiefs wide receiver depth chart, they don't have a lot of big body guys, right? Like Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore. I mean, Rashee Rice can be that physical possession receiver. Even Marquez Valdes-Scantling, he's 6'3", but he's more of a speed guy than like a big red zone guy. So maybe Julio can come in and carve out a niche role, but what is he, wide receiver 5 or 6? And do you want to cut Richie James for him? I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm not so sure that Julio is in the cards. I think the Chiefs kind of roll with what they got at receiver at this point in time. Now, if the Chiefs make a signing, we'll make a video, so subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications. Whether it's good news, bad news, we're going to cover it here on the Chiefs Report. Don't miss out on the latest Kansas City Chiefs news and rumors. Now, some other free agent receivers to just keep in mind here. Kenny Golladay, who flamed out in New York but was really good in Detroit. Maybe he's an option. Jarvis Landry, still a decent slot receiver, but lacks that explosiveness. I'd probably rather just have Richie James. Byron Pringle, he was pretty good with the Chiefs, wasn't good in Chicago. Maybe you bring him back and throw him into the mix. Sammy Watkins, he's mostly washed, but had some good years here in Kansas City. T.Y. Hilton signed late last year with Dallas and actually played okay. Still has some speed in the tank. He's like a part-time deep ball guy at this point in his career, but some notable names that are still out there if you're interested. Let's go to the edge position and Yannick Ngakoue to start here. And look, Ngakoue, to me, remains as the best pure pass rusher out on the open market. He has 8 or more sacks in all 7 years of his NFL career, 65 in his career. Last year had 9.5 sacks. If you want to get another pure pass rusher into the mix that can rotate in on obvious pass downs, I think Ngakoue is the best option to do that as you look at what he's done in his career. Is he a 3-down guy? No, but he's excellent in pass rush situations. He stinks against the run, but you got good run defenders for that situation. Today's show is sponsored by Roan, and guys, if you want to upgrade your wardrobe, are you looking for some new clothing? Roan is the place for you. Their commuter collection is the most comfortable, breathable, and flexible set of products known to man, and it's because they help you get ready for any occasion. They're world's most comfortable pants, dress shirts, quarter zips, and polos. Never have to worry about what to wear when you have the Roan commuter collection. Their 4-way stretch fabric provides breathability, flexibility that leaves you free to enjoy whatever life throws at you, whether it's a round of golf, maybe you have a job interview coming up, happy hour, whatever the case may B, Roan's wrinkle-free release technology. Those wrinkles are going to disappear once you throw those shirts on, those pants on as well. And what I really like about Roan also is it's going to save you money in the long run because you can throw these clothes in the washing machine. Don't have to go to the dry cleaners. Machine washable pants and clothes. Air dry them after you throw them in the washer. You're going to be good to go. So check the comments, check the description. Roan.com/chatsports, code chatsports. Get you 20% off. It's RHONE. Roan. Go check it out. Okay, let's go to more of a run stopper at edge. That's Jadeveon Clowney, who remains unsigned as well. Ngakoue, the pass rusher. Clowney, the run defender. Look, I think bringing in one of these guys could make some sense right now. For this team, I'd rather go Ngakoue because I think Karlaftis and Minahu are pretty solid run stoppers, but that doesn't mean I'm against Clowney, and he's still a decent pass rusher as well. He's just not as good as a Yannick Ngakoue in that regard. But the point is I still maintain that there's room for one more edge rusher on this defensive line. Joshua Kaindoh's shown nothing in 2 years. B.J. Thompson's a project. He needs to redshirt this year, in my opinion. So I think adding someone to the mix of Minahu, Karlaftis, and Adike Uzoma, who we don't know what he's going to be as a rookie, and Michael Dana, get that fifth guy in there, I'm all for that. Pick an edge, type Y for Yannick Ngakoue, JC for Jadeveon Clowney. Who would you rather have? I'd rather have Ngakoue for this team, but if they ended up with Clowney, I'd be perfectly fine. I'd also be fine if they added any of these guys. Justin Houston. I'd love to bring the former Chief back to Kansas City. Robert Quinn still out there. Dwayne Smoot, although he did have that Achilles injury last year. Carlos Dunlap, if you want to bring a Chief back from last year. He had 4 sacks a year ago. Melvin Ingram, who was with this team in the second half of 2021. Still some quality edge rushers out there. Probably the deepest position left in NFL free agency. Okay, let's talk about Dalvin Cook. Look, people have been asking me about him. We've talked about him some. I don't think he makes a ton of sense for this team, but he's probably the best pure player left in NFL free agency. I mean, he's had 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons with the Minnesota Vikings. Yards per carry has slowly ticked down, but 4.4 is still good. I mean, that's not a bad number whatsoever. Had 8 touchdowns last year. Was one of the worst runners in terms of expected yards last year, meaning he didn't hit the hole hard or whatever the case may be. He just didn't have his best season in terms of vision a year ago, but I still like the player. My problem is where does he plug in here? Do you want to stop the growth of Isaiah Pacheco? I really have no interest in that. Jarrett McKinnon is your number 2. Dalvin is like he's not really a change of pace type of back. Like if you're signing him, I think it's to start. He's better than CEH, of course. Look, he might even be better than Pacheco. I'm not sure. I think Pacheco was pretty damn good last year, but point is I just don't think you need him. It doesn't help you long term. Maybe it slightly helps you short term, but not enough to make this move. Like DeAndre Hopkins would have helped you a lot in the short term, right? Dalvin Cook, like, does giving Pacheco's carries to Cook really help you that much? Maybe, but maybe not. Pacheco had averaged 4.9 yards per carry last year, so I don't think the Chiefs need Dalvin Cook. I think Dalvin Cook has better options elsewhere, to be honest, so I would not make this move. But maybe you disagree. Would you sign Dalvin Cook? Type S for sign or P for pass. Get your votes in right now on this video. Some other free agent running backs available: Ezekiel Elliott, Leonard Fournette, Kareem Hunt. Again, I don't think they're going to go that route, but he's still out there. James Robinson, Darrell Williams. Want to bring back former Chief Darrell Williams. Want to go that route. I liked him a couple years ago, but he did not fare that well in 2022. All right, one more name to monitor here. Dalton Risner. The Chiefs should know him from the division. He's a starting caliber guard, and he would instantly be your best backup interior offensive lineman. Now, you look at his PFF grades from last year. Good as a pass blocker, struggled as a run blocker, but only gave up 3 sacks, only had 1 penalty, played in 15 of 17 games. Did Risner as well. Now, he's not going to start here. So if you're Dalton Risner and you look at the Chiefs situation with Trey Smith and Joe Thuney as your starting guards, like, he's not going to start, so is he that interested? I think he would rather wait for a starting opportunity. Now, what if Trey Smith or Joe Thuney suffers an injury in training camp and he's still available? That really intrigues me at that point, because I like Nick Allegretti as a backup, but I think Risner is a better starting option right now. So, again, I think Risner wants to start, but he might wait out camp a bit, see if a contender loses a player due to injury. Again, Thuney, Smith, if one of them goes down. Hopefully that doesn't happen, of course. But if that were to happen, I think signing Risner would be fantastic. Some other free agent offensive linemen, George Fant. I don't think you need a tackle with him and Taylor Lewan because you've got Lucas Niang and Wanya Morris. I think you're pretty deep at tackle. Trey Turner, Michael Schofield, a couple of other interior guards there. Ben Jones at center, if you want a pure backup center with veteran experience for Creed Humphrey, sure you could go that route. He had some concussion issues last year, so not sure how that would factor in. All right, let's hear from you guys. Chiefs Kingdom, name a free agent that the Chiefs should go out and sign. I just went over 5 up close, plus some other guys at those positions to monitor as well. Training camp is almost here, so we'll see if Brett Veach has any final moves up his sleeve. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, like the video. Never miss a video here at the Chiefs Report. My name's Harrison Graham, signing off. Go Chiefs.